all good. It'll take me a sec to get everybody. Did you already add the
We're back. Hello.
Okay, hello, y'all. We return
Whew.
to your trash in session. And I think that I will now ask that we go ahead and put a hero point on Tromlin
Oh,
Yes, hell yes.
that was
because
pretty
that
heroic.
that epic
Well, I already had.
entrance and saving
Haha.
of days was good times. And the black token for Copernicus, please.
That is already there.
Ah, I see it now.
Yeah.
And so that black token was an exchange for the nat 1 on your death save.
Ooh.
Instead of taking 2 death saves, I'm giving you a black token. I think that is more reasonable.
Death
Thank you
has
for
a
the fudge.
hold on
I
you.
appreciate the fudge.
It's better than being dead.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Now Fed had
Whoa,
also
whoa,
rolled a
whoa.
nat 1, but he could actually stand to do the 2
Yeah, it
fails,
was
so
my
it's
first
not
Yeah.
a big deal. So we'll leave that. We'll
That
leave
was
that
not
alone.
a near death.
Okay. So a bit
Well.
of a shakeup. Some
Well.
crazy crap going on here. Well, indeed. So when we broke off, we'll pick up like right where we left off. So descending from the heavens, the winged spider, once it drops Tromlin, who we can currently only see a bit of hair, but that's Randy. Take my word for it.
All right, I've had a long day. I'm laying down.
That's
That's
fair.
okay.
Yep.
Fair.
I'm just very amused. There's a tuft of Randy hair.
That's basically all I have on the top of my head.
Perfect.
Anyway, so.
Now it's pricking up just above the bar with your name on it. It's great.
The spike is good. The spike
Yeah.
is excellent.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all that's left of him at the end of the.
It really feels like it. I'm not gonna lie.
So, yes, Faux Perni was blasted both with a ray of holy light, or unholy light if you consider that it comes from Lolth, and a gout of otherworldly dead energies from Barb's bucket.
Kaitu mentioned that Foperni was impaled.
Good.
Oh, excellent.
Good.
Excellent. Because it was a pail. So good. Tromlin descends from the heavens and is dropped by the winged spider, which immediately disappears into the sky. It sort of flies upward, but then it like dissipates and vanishes. And quickly casts a Spare the Dying on McGargamel, while Perni turns and does the same with Fetid. 1 hit point Ugna is gasping in the sand, but hearing Tromlin's voice,
Yeah,
as he
I.
casts his spell.
Tromlin?
Hey, Hama,
Tromlin,
I'll
buddy,
be right
is
with you.
that really you?
Yep, it's me.
I
Spiders out of the sky, like you do.
I get up, like push myself to my elbows and start like dragging myself towards where I can hear this voice.
Is it obvious to Tromlin that Una is blind?
Maybe not immediately, but as
As you're doing like triage.
Ugna crawls over towards you, but clearly doesn't know exactly where you are. It suddenly hits you that
Alright.
something's wrong.
I will walk up to Ugna and cast Lesser Restoration so I can remove condition, including being
Ooh.
blinded.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
You can, but unfortunately, this blindness condition is due to a curse that has to be removed first.
Oh, I see.
So it does not actually work. Now,
Yeah.
Tromlin wouldn't know, and you would do it.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
use
You
one of
come
the
over-
beads and cast Lesser Restoration, and it doesn't work.
And I
Which
feel the
is
warm energy,
crazy.
you know, and probably your hand touch my shoulder as that happens, and I will immediately surge up and just like pull you into a big hug.
Aw.
Like,
Whoa, be careful of my back. My babies are there.
So you feel, as you hug Tromlin, you feel this crazy silky sack that is like it's like a garment that wraps around his front and under
Yep.
his arms, but then is like a sack around the back, and it's full of squirming little tiny things.
So I pull him
Spider
into a
man.
hug, and then I like can sort of feel this thing, and then I push him away from me by the shoulders and hold him out and like kind of look at him. I'm like, you're what?
You can hear them skittering.
Remember when I fucked the Avatar of Loth way back?
Yeah, that was a tough one to forget. I mean, good
I
on
got
you.
her pregnant.
Really?
She found me in hell. We had a talk about what our relationship status is. I promised to share parental duties, so she's not just dealing with it nonstop. And until the kids are a little more self-sufficient, I only worship Loth. She can get hold of me when she needs to.
You're still just dangling from Ugna's grip, and she's got this like really blank look on her face, like. And then at a certain point, she just decides that all of that complicated backstory doesn't matter and pulls you back in for a hug, but like carefully
Aw.
feeling around where the spider sack is, like very carefully hugs you, and then you feel like damp on your cheek.
Oh, sweetheart, I missed you too. Give Ugna a big hug. And in the
I
hug,
thought-
I will cast Cure Light Wounds at 2nd level.
Good,
Nice.
thank you,
That's
So let me-
2d8 plus 4 hit points.
buddy. I thought you were gone, Tromlin. I thought we were never gonna see you again.
Honey,
Uh,
you're too stupid to go away forever.
I mean, we couldn't find you. We tried. We looked for you, but like.
Yeah, that gem sent me to like the 6th level of hell. You know.
Yeah, we know we
It
talked to a
does.
demon. He told us you were in hell, and then I figured that no demons, and then they were gonna, you know.
Oh no, it was great. I actually helped lead a small rebellion. I got a few people out. A few people died. And you get 18 points back.
Oh, thank you. Ugna's crying just redoubles at that, cause like, and then she, like through the tears, she's just like, "Of course you did, Tromlin. you're just too good."
That's so Tromlin.
And so you're blind. I see someone is half the man he used to be.
Yeah, we lost half of your grandpa. And we tried. I don't know how to fix that. Tromlin, everything's real screwed up right now.
But we need to
Perni
find.
missing a hand.
Yeah, Fetid is glowing green and missing a hand.
And we didn't even find the kids.
Well,
I mean, we
first
sort of
off-
did. They're nearby, I think, but I can't see anything.
Right. Everyone, take deep breaths. What we're going to do is I'm going to do cast healing spells on people. And then
I'm so glad you're back,
take a
Tromlin.
moment.
It's like just redouble those tears.
Trauma did not expect this.
Yeah, this is like waterworks. It's
Yes.
like cartoon of
There's
like
like
just tears.
Sailor Moon level
Like
of
an
tears
anime.
just flying out of my head.
Imagine an orc anime face with the big like peanut shaped crying mouth and the
Waterfall.
constant
Yeah.
waterfall.
Yep.
Yep.
She's not let you go this entire time either.
I will hold her hand very gently as we walk around and cast healing on people.
Cool.
Who else is? I assume everyone's just in shit conditions right now.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, we're all fucked up.
I
I think I've got one more
In fact,
cure
instead of
wounds.
walking you around for everybody, how about everybody comes in for a group hug?
can
Like
do that.
as anyone gets nearby,
I
Ugna just
can-
grabs them and pulls them in.
Fetid,
There's just more.
Fetid
I can
and-
only do Christian side hug right now, unfortunately.
It's true.
Fetid and McGargamel are actually both unconscious but stable.
Yeah. I'm going to cast. I'll do 2d8. My last 2nd level healing on Perni then.
They-
Perni's actually at 20-something health.
Oh,
He
you're
stole a
good.
bunch
Okay,
of Fetid's blood.
Okay, well never mind. I'm going to do it on Fetid.
Yep.
Cool.
I
You get 13 back.
feel so much better.
I will cast on McGargamel a 1st level version.
Yep.
She
It
gets pulled
is-
into the
I'm
group
sorry,
hug
it's
too. I
only
don't even know
6.
her. It's fine.
Only six, that's fine. She is
I
up.
don't know her.
Once she is up, and when you go over to heal her, Uncle Finster is over there, kind of supporting her. After you cast the spell and heal her, Finster will bring out a satchel with a number of healing potions in it,
Okay.
and he will say, "We were saving these for the kids in case we need them, but we might need to use a few just to get them."
Yeah. So we have no
I
idea
think
where the
so.
kids are at. No clues at all.
Oh, we I think they're just over that way. But Perni has some like emotional order of operations to process at the moment.
Yeah.
I think the first thing he needs to figure out is like I think he's gonna like pick up the bucket and be like, Barb, darling.
Uh, yeah, for the moment, there's no real sense of anything.
I'm going to look at it with my detect magic eyeballs. Can I see anything stirring in it? Anything?
The bucket is still magical, but you know academically that it's a magic item. So regardless of whether it contains Barb's spirit or not, it's still going to read to you as a magical item.
Can I?
I'll be right back, guys.
Yep,
Can I arcana some theories as to what might be going on with the bucket?
you sure can.
Alright.
While you're doing that, because that takes a little bit of consideration, so go ahead and make the roll.
Hey, 2 17s.
Hey.
Counts
Well,
either
actually,
way.
I'll fill you in first. So you know, you might takes you a moment to kind of calm it down, but just purely coldly academically, if that connection that you were being drawn towards relevant to the dream that you had about your argument with Sheki was an attempt to bring you before your patron and basically argue for your powers, which is kind of what that was all hinting at. It is possible that in the banishing of Sheki from your shadow, Barb has gone there too.
Ooh.
So it's possible that Barb's spirit is like with your patron right now, rather than in that bucket. That would be kind of a worst case scenario. You know, generally from the sort of terms, actually, this is a good point. I don't know if Copernicus does fully understand, but like what he is. But you have a good enough arcana and you've rolled well enough, it's kind of hard to not. So you can decide. I'm going to give you the information and you can decide your denial level. How about that?
Good.
Sounds
Good.
So this will be some information for the first time on stream, but we're it's been over a year
been a
of
day.
games, so
It's been a day.
you know that the basics of this deal include eternity, right? Barb cannot be gone because Barb was a warlock of this patron, and therefore Barb is undying. Period. So Barb's spirit is still out there somewhere. The much as your own will forever be. And the question is simply whether or not Barb's link to the bucket has been in any way damaged. In which case, it would then become a thing to like go and get Barb's spirit back into the bucket, which is
Cool. Cool.
clearly
Cool.
doable.
Cool.
So worst case scenario, best case scenario here is that Barb is temporarily absent from the bucket or just so weakened from that exchange that you can't really detect the haunting that's happening. Worst case scenario is that she's sort of been like removed from the bucket, like in a kind of a banishment sort of scenario where she's like in another realm, possibly even another plane, and it would require a significant quest to get her back. That's kind of the range of things. How you wish that's the academics of it.
Yeah.
How you wish Copernicus to emotionally contain that information, I leave to you.
All right. I think Perni is gonna just start crying.
Oh
I think
no.
he's just gonna start crying over this bucket. Like slowly at first, and then just like full on sobs. Like he cannot hold it back. He's just
I
like,
will obviously hug my grandfather.
Yeah. There are no tears at first, and eventually, maybe a little bit of tears will come, but only in the form of blood.
I'm gonna say this. It's
Just
gotta be
don't
the
really
only
have
thing
don't really have the fluids.
No. That is upsetting enough that Ugna will turn off the waterworks and just kind of give you a moment. That's terrifying.
After he cries for a little bit, I say, Is this a bad time to introduce you to your great grand nuggets?
I think he'll snap out for a second. Like his eyes will open up.
You'll notice a couple of them have escaped the sack and are crawling around on Ugna from the hugging.
That's fine.
Great.
That's cool.
You might
I
wanna
offer them a finger.
get that looked at.
I wouldn't do that.
That's fine.
They'll definitely bite.
I definitely have still 19 hit points.
Yeah, Ugna's like got one like by its jaws dangling from the finger.
I would say, hey, I snap it. You know better than that. Come to daddy.
How many are there, Tromlin?
Well, I mean, there's a lot less. They've been killing each other.
Like killing?
Yeah, actually, so basically the way it works is only the strongest ones are allowed to make it. So they're just kind of working.
I nod sagely because, like, I know how spiders work.
And probably how kobolds work. Let's be real.
I mean, it depends where you grow up, right?
Yeah.
Like, if
Yeah.
there's like a McDonald's nearby,
Yeah.
probably not. But depends on the dumpster density in your area.
So these are the offspring of myself and an avatar of Loth.
Huh.
I think Perni is gonna he's still like completely covered in tears or like blood
Yeah.
tears.
Yeah.
It's
Blood.
just tears. But I think he's gonna kind of smile through that a little bit, and he's clearly like his brain is trying to process two completely contrary emotions at the same time, like loss and then a gift that he was not expecting. But it's part of his face is smiling some of the time.
Several hundred baby spider demons.
I turn to Pernicus. You gotta save these kids, and then we're gonna find Grandma. Okay? Find her.
Okay, he nods, and can I hold one?
Yeah. I pull one out, like one of the stronger ones, and say, "This is your great grandpa."
It makes a terrifying hissing noise.
I'll make one back.
Say.
I'll just say thing back.
You hiss back at it. Yep. Excellent.
Oh, does this speak Abyssal?
Oh God.
Yes.
I've been waiting for someone to speak Abyssal with.
Good.
Oh, this is so good.
Oh,
We tell the
good.
bedtime
Oh
story.
My
no.
abyssal on my grandchild.
You can.
Yes.
You can. Oh no.
So Copernicus, it hisses at Copernicus, and Copernicus just kind of drops his jaw open, and this horrendous, otherworldly hissing noise comes out of his face.
Aww. I tear up again a
he
little. It's good.
He looks happy cuddling this thing.
Yep.
Just holding it and still occasionally blubbering.
It's absolutely lapping up those blood tears. It's good. You
Actually,
can
they probably love and like, oh, Grandpa's the best.
Yeah.
Who needs
Yeah, you
candy? He gives
chalk
blood.
a couple hit points off there for the.
I'll let the ones
For
on
the
me
feeding.
feed as well.
At this point, a small stone ricochets off of Tromlin,
Hey.
and a tiny little person who's over up the ridge, at the top of the ridge, riding a wolf, apparently, yells down at you all and says, "Hey, creepy big dumb things!
We've been upgraded.
We're creepy. Awesome.
No other dumb things. They are fighting the bad man things.
The-
Hmm.
All right,
Dead
I'll try
I
to do
ones?
want
some
them to be dead."
I'll do some more healing before we do. So I'm gonna do a D8 on Fetid.
Thank you.
That's 11. A D8 on
I'm assuming this is your beads.
no first level spells.
Okay, because you do still have the beads, right? You still got 4 of those, or you used
Okay.
1. Sorry, you've still got 3 of those.
What level are the beads?
They cast a first level cure wounds.
Okay. Then I'll do the beads then.
Cool.
While
So
we're
that
doing
means-
this role playing and rolling these dice, I'm going to ask the Shadow DM to get the second poll
Ooh.
locked and loaded.
I will jump out of the
Um,
chat.
Let's go ahead with set up with 10
Good point.
channel points per vote. I think that's a more reasonable number.
Ugna, you get 10 back.
Hey, 29.
Copernicus, you get 11. And Gargo, whatever. I'm sorry,
Yep.
only gets 6 back.
Yep, no worries. Okay, so
Are you?
as always, to the chat, I say your poll is now live. As always, you can vote extra times with your channel points, and I'm excited to see which of these events are going to occur. So please do vote early, vote often, and you have a little under 10 minutes, 9.5 minutes here. So we'll keep an eye on that. Okay, so did that burn you through all your first level spells?
Those are. I told me the beads. I started doing the beads.
Oh yeah, you switched to the
That's all.
beads. Cool.
I think I might have a couple more cure wounds as well.
Yeah, you
I
have your
four-
first level slots.
Yeah, so I have 2 first levels left then. So I'm gonna do one on Ugna, I guess,
Ooh, thank you.
and we'll do the other on Perni because I'm guessing Perni needs it.
I'm at
Oh, I
30.
still have a 3rd level. I didn't realize I still have 1 3rd level.
I'm at 36
Or
and
no, sorry,
52,
one
so
second
I'm
level,
actually okay.
Okay, so you're probably fine. All right.
Yeah, maybe
Cool.
save the spell slot in case we need it for something else.
Okay, I'll save my last one. Ugna, you get another 8 HP back.
Nice, thank you.
Yeah, Tromlin, you only
Jumps me
used
up to
2 of
30.
your second level casts. You've got 1 left.
Excellent.
Okay. So yeah, Garm is up there yelling at you something about the kids are fighting, and you all recall that
They are going Lord of the Flies.
well, when Fetid sent his pigeon to watch, remember there was like about a half a dozen lesser demons guarding and hurting
Right,
the kids.
right.
And those demons are now
fighting
no
back.
longer
How
being
fast is
controlled
the
by
airship? Is it faster than we
Copernicus.
can run?
Oh yes, much faster.
All right, everybody. Let's get to the ship. Somebody, point me in the direction of the ship.
I'm gonna grab you by the belt buckle and start
Yep.
hauling you in that direction.
Excellent.
I'm gonna ride Tromlin with the spiders. With
Good.
With my grandbabies.
Good, good.
Your many, many grandchildren.
Now, there'll be less.
My Iraq nuggets.
Good.
Hooray! That's the end of the
glad that-
campaign. We did
Good.
it. It was all
Good.
It was all for that.
Mission accomplished.
It was all for the loaf.
Good.
Yep.
Oh my
We're
We
doing
did it
god.
all for the loaf.
Excellent.
Oh my goodness. I've got like a 3-way tie going here, guys. I'm only gonna pick one. I might have all 3 of these things come up, but only one is going to do the thing it says in the poll. So I need a clear winner, everybody. Keep them coming. It's okay if it ties because that just means I roll it off. But if people are particularly interested in one, I need that one to win. Still lots of time. Okay, so in the meanwhile, so you're all boarding the ship.
You can.
Shadow DM
Yep.
wants me to tell you that Iraq Nuggets actually made him twitch.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it should.
As soon as we jump back onto the ship, I let out a whistle that I've trained Trey to respond to, and I hope that he whistles back.
Interesting.
Makes a little like scree.
I'm gonna make a roll.
Hmm.
You still don't actually have animal handling,
No, I don't.
but you've
I've
been
been-
working so hard on this. Oh yeah, yeah. You it works.
Oh, good.
Oh, good boy.
You make the whistle, and he makes a little
Ah.
kind of sort of whistle back, little
Aw.
owl hoot.
And I'll like swivel my head towards him and be like, "Oh, there's my good boy. Okay, good, good, good. All right, cast off. Haul up the anchor."
Whatever airships have.
Yep. And I'll go and get behind the.
You literally tied it to something
Yeah.
like a tree or a rock, so you can cast off pretty easily. So you're all on the ship, and as before, I believe we said that part of the hero point that was spent before was that you'd kind of trained Fetid and we were going to consider Fetid to have his professional bonus or to be able to make a roll without profession bonus, but just a straight roll on piloting the ship.
Yeah.
So go ahead and make me a dex roll on piloting the ship. You
As
do have your
I-
disadvantage, but since you're assisting one another,
Yep.
just roll it straight.
I work the jib and the lines, and he actually drives us.
You're sort of telling him what to do,
Yeah.
basically.
I have a 13.
My child's screaming again. I'll be right back.
No worries.
No worries. It's a thing they do, I hear, sometimes. That's probably not great. This is sort of determining your positioning. You do have a full set of inspirations if you want to spend
Can
one.
I spend an inspo then?
You sure
If I do
can.
better? Oh no, that's much worse. In fact, that's a
Oh
1.
no! Oh no!
So no, that's the best I can do
All
right
right.
now.
Yeah.
Can I use the power of history to help and goose that a little bit?
You can. You can potentially give a
Back
plus
in
3 to
my
that.
day, airships had 2 steering wheels.
All right, so the worst of those 2 rolls was a 4 and a 5. I think that makes it a 14, which is just shy of the DC I need to hit.
I'll give it to you.
All right.
You guys have been through a lot.
I don't want to just straight out cheat it. So yeah, sorry, no bonus for me this
Right.
time. Those children
Right.
are in peril. And
Am
they will remain in
I
peril.
am I aiding him, or is that how he's getting the
That's
proficiency
how
in it?
he.
That's what I
how
figured.
you
Yeah.
overcame his disadvantage.
Gotcha.
That's how well I did, even with your help.
That's
It's
fine.
all good. 13 isn't
is
terrible.
real makeshift.
It's just I just won't. You'll get there without that's enough to be like we don't crash, we don't like overshoot.
But a couple of the kids are going to be dead by the time we get there, is what I'm hearing.
The main thing you're hearing is that you're not going to have any opportunity to sneak up on this. You're just going to
Right.
come blundering up
That's
over the
fine.
rise, basically.
We're in an airship.
That
We
was-
don't sneak well.
That was the main thing I wanted to know.
Yeah.
But 3 more minutes on this poll, which has become a real tight race, I have noticed. There are 2 options here that are particularly beloved, I think. So I'm very curious to see which of these is going to win. By the
My
way,
goodness.
I can reveal to the players that in the previous poll, the chat got to select the nature of Faux Pernicus's mega attack.
Thanks, chat.
And
Yep,
they
yep.
actually tied it between the 3 options were a basically infinite counterspells, or which is doesn't mean automatic, right? You just got to roll for every one of them, but access to infinite counterspells, or a holy ball of flame, which is basically going to be a fireball being dropped at the beginning, or the swarm of demon locusts, and they tied the fireball and the demon locusts. So I basically gave some of the effects of the demon locust and the damage of the fireball, which is what happened.
The
Man,
worst of both worlds.
yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Good.
Okay, so you go sailing over the horizon, heading towards the site. Garm is not getting on this crazy thing, as he refused previously. He instead is
He's not
loping
getting
along
it.
on the back of his wolf in the direction. From below, however, he's like waving his arms and showing you the direction to go in. And in fact, he'll probably cast a spell to send an animal messenger. So a small sparrow flies up and leads you in the direction that
A
you
wolf
need to
sparrow.
go, that he has sent ahead. And he continue. You see him riding. It's one of those great movie shots where from the airship above you can see below. It's like from the Never-Ending Story when Bastian is riding on Falkor and he sees the horse rider Atreyu below, except it's Garm and a wolf.
Good.
Nice.
There's some great callback.
I-
Okay, we're down to the
I'm
last
here.
few seconds of the poll, everybody. Are we done? Are we good? Is everyone pleased with this? I might try to work in a bit of both of those since it was such a tight race, but I said I need a clear winner. So
I think the next poll should be for something good that happens to us.
maybe
For
it
me.
is. Maybe it is. You won't know until it happens.
I won't, but I
Okay.
bet it's not.
And there we go. Thank you very much, everybody. All right. Okay, so you come sailing over the rise, and you see, or immediately, like I said, the control isn't great, so you come blundering up over the rise, and immediately see below the half a dozen demons are attempting to grab and bind, and you imagine sacrifice or something, the students.
Those
But
are
the
our
students,
sacrificial.
yeah, but the students being variously magically inclined,
Mutants.
they are using what limited powers they have to try and fight off the demons. Um, one
Classic
of the
X-Men
demons has
scene.
been
This will happen in
Mm-hmm.
every movie at least once. The
Yep.
students band
Yep.
together. Yeah.
Yep.
several of the children. I mean, I say children, but they're senior. They're basically teenagers. Have been bound up, caught, or otherwise incapacitated by the demons. And there's still a couple of them fighting, and I believe we jokingly established last time that like one of these kids is like sort of a blue guy, one of them is like a girl who's kind of floating in the air and has a shock of white hair, and
The
one of
uncanny
them is a
hex.
short guy with claws. You know, the peculiar youngsters from
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
school.
In the school.
Yeah.
One of them is just actually a Cyclops.
Yeah.
Mhm. With an inexplicable Eastern European accent.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's
Mhm.
Xavius Bumblecore's students, as we established. Okay, so what do you want to do? What do you all want to do about all this shenanigans and nonsense?
I want to banish a demon.
Hey.
Uh, well,
I want to
you
shoot
have
one
one
in the
spell
face
slot
with
left.
a gun.
I would like
Yep.
to guiding bolt a
This
demon.
this sounds like a quick initiative roll.
Yeah, it
I'm
This
does.
gonna-
won't take very long because
Yeah.
you guys are,
That's a
even though you're
1 for my
down.
initiative. That's fine. I'm flying
What
the ship.
initiative?
It's fine.
Oh wow.
It's good.
What do you got
Oh
for initiative?
wow.
1.
One
Well,
for Ugna.
3.
Great.
7
Yeah.
for fitted.
Ooh.
7 for Fetid.
We're doing great.
Disadvantage applies, right?
Oh
Yep.
shit, wasn't even disadvantage. I can't
Oh
roll
wow,
worse than
so
1
I
though.
could conceivably roll even worse.
Do I have
No, I didn't.
disadvantage as
The
well?
second roll was a
Tromlin is
natural
not
one.
cursed. Tromlin does not have disadvantage.
Oh
Thank
yeah.
God.
Somebody's not cursed. Good.
And for the record, that is my second nat 20 to be defeated by this cursed
By
kid.
your disadvantage. Hooray!
Yep.
Man, I lost track. I was keeping track of the wasted 20s and I forgot.
I had
Oh,
1
no.
during the fight.
2 for me.
That's the noise that's coming from the spider baby sack.
You probably, yeah.
Mhm.
Good.
22 for Tromlin.
Oh, 22. Nice.
Nice.
Showing off your not cursedness.
I know, right?
Okay, Velma.
Velma's
Agreed.
laughing
Good.
at you guys for being cursed.
Good.
Yeah.
Copernicus,
She
what was
should.
yours?
2.
A 2. So I got 1, 2, 7, and 22.
Hobbling up over the ridge, this group of invalids and a guy
Yep.
covered in baby spiders.
Another
Pretty happy
7,
about it.
Yeah.
another 7
Yeah.
for the Menair Smurf and Finster. A 20. A nat 20 for the demons.
Oh my god.
Of course.
Which,
course.
like, it doesn't matter. It's initiative, so
No.
nat 20 doesn't mean anything special, but... and a 16 for the
But
students.
it's
So,
principle.
Tromlin, you're going to go before anybody else here.
Alright, ranged attack with the guiding bolt is a 24.
Awesome. And I'm assuming you're blowing your last second level slot on that
Yeah, why not?
for the tough one. All right. Go ahead and roll your damage with the
5d6.
extra die. Yeah.
10, 14, 19 points of damage.
19 points of damage.
Nice.
That particular demon explodes. Remember, they have vulnerability to this kind of
Yeah.
damage. So he takes double that and is immediately killed.
With my battle cry of "Eat holy dick."
Yep.
Love it.
Yep.
That's what
They're
you
all
said
like-
a wall.
Good.
They're all like, "Holy dick, it's the worst kind." All right, next up is the demons. They are not happy about this. One of them that is busy fighting the kids is going to take a swipe with a cudgel and drop one of them unconscious, and try to basically neutralize the last of their prey. But the other remaining four are all going to pull out ranged weapons, a series of short bows, and take some shots at you guys. That's 2 complete misses and 2 potential hits, randomizing. Tromlin, you take
Rude.
5 damage.
That's bad.
And then the second shot is at also Tromlin. Well, that makes sense. You're the one
Yeah.
doing damage. For another lot more, 8 damage.
Oof.
That was max damage, by the way,
Okay.
that second one. These guys are not as tough.
They're not aggro tag.
Thank God. Because we are still not in great shape.
Ooh.
And they're done. That was their whole turn. Next up is Copernicus. Or sorry, no, who had the 16?
Not me.
Oh, sorry, that's Finster and McGargamel. McGargamel has some slots left, but I'm going to stick with the cantrip for now, and Zorch one of them with a firebolt, which will hit, and do a significant amount of damage to one of the demons with a firebolt. They are resistant, so it doesn't do a ton, but it does some. And Finster is going to grab the wheel to help steady the ship while the rest of you get into the fight, because
Much
he assumes
appreciated.
that would be
That'd be good.
useful, and he's not very useful otherwise in combat.
Also,
I
he can see where we're
literally
going.
only-
Next up is Fetid. You are no longer needed to hold the wheel.
I want to shoot a demon in the face with a gun because this is Doom now.
Hell yes.
Yay!
Finster
Go for
takes
it.
one.
Good.
All right.
Ranged attack, same as your bow.
First roll is a 3. The second roll, well, the second roll, nat 20, but I have disadvantage, so it's a 3.
Oh.
Unless, can I spend inspiration to get rid of that disadvantage? Oh, wait, no, my second roll is the higher one, so it wouldn't matter.
Yeah, I was
anymore.
going to say
Yeah.
you can, but I don't know if it'll help you.
No, it wouldn't do any good.
Uh,
All right, so that's 3 nat 20s that have been
Eaten.
ruined by this
Uh.
curse.
You know what I'm going to do for you? In the interest of time with this battle anyway, I am going to consider Finster's aid of you an aid attack, or an aid action. So you get inspiration on the roll. So you spend an inspiration to counter your disadvantage,
Okay,
and then Finster's help gives you advantage, so you'll keep that nat 20.
all right,
You shoot one of the demons, and its head explodes.
good.
You
Yeah.
blast its head right off. It's a scene straight out of Doom.
Good.
It's like the
Say
shotgun
whatever
blast.
Doom
Yeah,
guy says.
it's like the shotgun blast to the little creepy crawly guys.
Rip and tear, that's what he says. Now I remember.
Good.
Yay! Okay,
I'm old.
indeed. Next up is the demons. Sorry, no, the demons already went.
Yeah.
Why do I have this other thing in here? I put 7 down twice because I clearly heard it twice. No, next is Copernicus at 2.
All right. I am going to cast Banishment on the demon who looks like they could most hurt a child right now.
I have a saving throw of 5, and I'm guessing their bonus is not going to do it. So, because they need more than a plus 10. So
And I'm going to
that has
yell,
failed.
if you see my wife in hell, tell her I'm coming.
That's what he said.
Yeah, the demon says that as the demon is screaming. He's like, "That's what she said." Yeah, gone, banished. A very banished demon.
Good.
That is 3 demons down already.
3 Demons Down is the name of my new metal band.
Good.
Yep,
Uh-huh.
Good.
3 demons down. Excellent.
It
Oogna.
sounds a lot like Nickel Demons.
Oh god.
Yeah.
I feel around. I find the ladder, the crew boarding ladder, and I'm gonna throw it over the end. I'm be like,
Sure.
kids, hey, over here, climb
Cool.
up.
Yep, you can absolutely do that.
I guess you cannot see that they are all incapacitated.
No.
That's true.
Yeah.
Perfect.
There's
I'm
still,
helping.
There's still one who isn't.
That's true.
And then I'm gonna keep a hand
Okay.
on the jib and keep us sailing.
All right, well, we're back to the top with Tromlin. You're out of second level spells, but you do still have 2 first level spells because you used your beads instead.
Yes. And I have now stuck because Nickelback thing was look at this pentagram. That's your fault. I'm going
Good.
to Velma, a little quieter, baby.
Look at this pentagram. It used to be my gran.
Oh my god.
God.
Excellent, excellent.
14.
Sorry, what are you doing? I missed it.
I rolled a ranged attack. 14.
Oh, you're doing another one? 14 will hit these guys, yes.
Okay, so let me see. 46.
Oh, this is the radiant damage again. Yeah, don't even bother rolling.
Okay.
I mean, I guess you could roll all ones. Go ahead.
Yeah,
You never know.
I would be very mad. That is not all ones. That is a 17.
All right. Yeah, that's Zorch again exploding into radiant light. They've started running. The remaining 2 are kind of like bolting in terror from this rain of fire. Like your ship came over the rise. They're like, oh, they have just about finished incapacitating all of their sacrificial victims, and like radiant light has zorched 2 of them and killed them instantly. And like the gunshot blew off somebody's head, and one of them was banished back to hell.
And they're like, oh,
Like
hell no.
they're the remaining 2 are like, fuck this, and they're just running for cover. They're trying to get completely out of sight. And flee. The one of them that has been burned by McGargamel's firebolt is going to take another firebolt. That's a nat 20.
Ooh. That's an area
roll
effect.
the damage because it does have
Oh, that's a
resistance.
firebolt, not fireball.
Yeah, it's firebolt, but it has resistance. But that's enough damage. It gets shot in the back as it flees and it drops to the ground. And there's only one of them left. And Fetid, it's your turn again.
All right. I don't really. I mean, I'm gonna reload my gun. It doesn't seem like there's much urgency beyond that, so I think I'm satisfied doing that.
Okie dokie. Copernicus is next.
Oh, I think I
Sure.
hear the fish is biting.
You're going
gonna-
with the hook finger of the dead, the chill touch.
Yeah, and I'll go with the agonizing kind.
Excellent.
Good.
Actually,
good.
I'll yell out a distracting intrusion. I'm gonna say that my fishing comment is a distracting intrusion before I do it, if he's within 30
Sure.
feet.
Go for it.
All right. So first, the distracting intrusion, DC 15 Wisdom.
Oh right, that's right. He makes a roll.
Yeah. Which
He
is
has
great
failed.
because that disadvantage doesn't.
Yeah, he has failed that saving throw.
All right.
So
So
he
he's marked,
has
he's a marked
disadvantage
man.
on his attacks and saves. And what are you doing? You hitting him with the thing?
Yeah. And then I'm gonna try and hit him with the thing. So, hey, the worst one of those might still pass muster. Is it
AC
16?
Yep.
16 hit?
AC is 13.
Yeah. All right. So.
Okay, so he has to make a con save with disadvantage. My good roll is 19. My bad roll is 3. So he is stunned. He can't even run away. And you add 4 damage. So roll your damage, which is a lot. Because remember, you automatically cast that at 4th level.
Yeah. So that's 16 damage.
Does that include the +4?
Yeah. Because
Okay,
it's
so
2d8
6
plus 1 plus 4, correct?
Yeah, you in the interest of expediting, you hit him. He's like shudders in pain and agonizing momentarily. He is resistant to that necrotic damage, but as he's standing there unable to move, the next thing that happens is Ugna, hearing none of the students trying to climb up onto the boat, you jump down and accidentally land on them. And,
Good.
Nice.
And he
Slide
dies
down.
under your weight.
That wasn't one of the kids, was it?
No, you're good.
Okay.
'Twas a demon.
Throw me
the
down the line.
remaining-
I'll tie us off.
Someone throws down the line.
Yep.
Okay, so the remaining 2 kids are like blubbering with relief as Professor McGargamel and Uncle Finster sweep down and start passing out the rest of the healing potions and binding wounds and seeing to those who look like they're in bad shape. The kids are all at a couple levels of exhaustion. They've been driven pretty hard, but and they have no real supplies left because that was all left behind with the wagon.
Yeah, forced march by demons is not a great school trip.
Sounds bad.
As soon as they see Copernicus, they start like freaking out.
Oh yeah, I forgot that I was supposed to.
Fair.
Oh no, sorry, they don't. Never mind. You were disguised.
Yeah, I can't remember if I actually followed through with my disguise. I think I did. I think I did.
Oh,
You
right,
did.
yeah.
You guys said that Tromlin put a disguise on you. Now it's been like 3 days
May have
since
disintegrated
that
a bit.
disguise was applied.
Very
So I'm going to roll perception
Oh,
to see
I'm
if
also.
any of them see through it.
I also don't
Also,
have.
you're, yeah, you're also you're a different height.
Yeah.
The evil mead had legs.
That's how you can tell. This one has a mustache. He's evil. Also, I haven't got legs. Yeah, the kids are too distracted with like all of their exhaustion and everything. I rolled perception, but they get disadvantage. They're pretty out of it. That for now they have not yet noticed that you
Good.
appear to look like their tormentor.
Hey, and Tromlin's back, so we could do some serious disguises.
Yeah, I might write Tromlin a little note like, when you have a minute, could you freshen my disguise? It's.
I will do that right now. What's the roll amount? I forgot.
It's a tool use, but I will say McGargamel is going to start explaining to the kids what happened.
Oh, okay.
Still, I mean, like they're traumatized.
Yeah,
It
I
doesn't
think.
hurt.
Yeah.
Fair.
So she'll tell them that like they'll immediately start like jumping on this story, right? Because of course the defense against the new defense against the dark arts teacher ended up getting replaced with a demonic doppelganger.
Yeah.
One of them is like, this is just Goblet of Fire. You're ripping it.
I rolled a 21 on disguise.
That kid's power is meta.
Cool. Yeah, they're all like, they're like rolling their eyes about this. They're like, yeah,
Of course, yeah. Hey, is the
Shut up.
poll
They're
done?
teenagers.
Can we jump back into
They're
the chat?
unimpressed. What's that?
Can we jump back into the chat?
What's
Is
wrong
the
with the
poll?
chat?
Oh, yeah.
Is the
Oh,
poll
can we
over?
go back in?
We go back into the chat.
Oh yes. Sorry.
Okay.
The poll is long over.
Cool.
I wasn't sure what you were talking about. I thought you were like asking if you could role play. I was like, of course you can.
No.
Sorry, my bad. I forgot to tell you that the poll had ended. I was double checking. There's nothing being said.
Hey,
in there
I'm
that's a
back in the
problem.
chat.
There is not.
Excellent.
Okay, so yeah, so the various teenagers, once they're healed and feeling a bit better, they're all like, oh, this trip is bullshit.
That's
It's
accurate.
just a bunch of demons.
I mean, you're not wrong.
It's kind of hard to fault them on this
Got it.
one, to be honest.
Wait till you see how we're gonna ramshackle fucking fly you back home.
Mm-hmm.
We'll give you something to cry about.
So they're all quite exhausted. They're the only school staff left to kind of corral them are McGargamel and Finster.
Are there any corpses? Like, did anyone die?
None of the students were killed. They were preparing
Phew.
the students to make a sacrifice
Phew.
of some sort. Clearly,
Oh, but we can sacrifice the demons now. It's fitting. This is great.
Yeah.
I will give some of the demon meat to my babies.
oh yeah, like you
I-
just start cutting off chunks and throwing it into the sack. There's lots of
Okay.
rustling and delighted hissing.
Perni's gonna go to cut a piece off for Barb and then stop and just
Aw.
cry for another 5 minutes.
Oh,
And then you eat it while crying.
oh no. Sad
Like
meal.
chewing on a finger. She loved the pinky finger. It was her favorite.
And also when eating demons.
Just put it in your pocket for later.
I
Aw.
can make him some demon jerky.
Delightful. So what do you want to do? You have a bunch of exhausted kids in the undead-infested wilderness.
Let's get these little
just-
shitheads out of here.
Yeah, let's
I
fly.
think I think even with all our lost spells and HP, we should probably book it as far as we can. Oh,
Yeah.
let me give Gorm like all of the candy I have.
Yeah, Garm will show up while you've been sort of seeing to the kids.
Yeah.
He wasn't that far behind because he's pretty fast. Not as fast as the ship, but running wolf is pretty decent.
Yeah.
So you
I'm
give
just
him
gonna
the rest of his candy.
I'm gonna give him more. I'm gonna like any candy I have, I might keep like 1 sweet per child that I can count for like
Yep.
a little sugar deal with the shock pick me up later. But
He
Yeah.
will accept this, but he will also ask, "What do you do now?"
I think we can figure out how to get back from here.
Oh, hey, do you, buddy?
He looks skeptical.
Little buddy, do you know a cave in these hills that maybe has like a forge in it or something? It's made out of really dark black rock.
What?
He looks around at the hills. He's like, "It's all black rock.
I can't
What
see
is
it.
forge?
It's like a
what
big
about a volcano?
hitty thing
Fire
with
mountain?
fire. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, lots of fire mountain. That way." He points
can't
deeper into
see.
the hills further south.
Okay, somebody mark that down. Let's go there
Yeah.
later.
I'll take him a note on my map, and I might even like does he like if I show him a map and I'm like here, would he like be able to be like sort of?
Yeah, he might be more like. Nah, I think that he'll get the gist of the map. He'll be a little amused at this like attempt by big dumb things to try and encapsulate the world on a piece of flat stuff. Like
Listen, buddy.
how lame. He's tisk, big dumb things. That he'll get the gist, and he's like, and he'll so further. So you kind of put your map together, and this is a good time to bring up the full world map.
Yeah, let's do
Elena.
that. I got
Let's
one
put
of
the big world
those.
map up.
There we go.
Excellent. So you can see in the north, shortly underneath where it says the Northlands, you can see the mountainous region right underneath that's the Blackthorn Hills, and they eventually become part of the huge mountain range known as the Broken Lands that lead down the coast. There's a narrow point you can see there where you can get through them into the Sea of Grass. But basically, the Broken Lands proper, below below the Blackthorns, is where he's kind of gesturing to. So when you put your map together, he'll sort of go. I'm just trying to figure out how I can. See, Helena has control of the map, so I can't point to things on it.
Tell me where to go. I've got the big mountain here.
Above the El in Nelmar Zesh.
Yep.
Until you get into the hills.
Yep.
And around near the middle of those hills.
Somewhere in
He'll
here.
point there. Not where you have the R. Above the L in Nelmar Zesh.
Yeah.
I see your arrow like way over to the side. So.
I'm over here by the L in Nelmar's
Yeah,
Esh.
now go up.
Oh, up. Gotcha.
Yeah, above.
There we go.
So go straight up into the hills and
Yep.
around the middle. He points there and he says, "That is nearest. Not big, but big fire mountains here." And he points a little bit to the southwest of the in Broken Lands, like above. You see that big white peak in the middle there?
Yep.
Yeah, above,
Sort of above that,
in that
in
general
here.
area. Yeah.
Cool.
You say there, lots of fire mountain. Don't go there. Bad.
Fire
We're
bad.
definitely going to go there.
Yeah,
It
we're
is.
absolutely going there. Like as soon as we get this curse taken care of.
Better that way. And he points further to the west, and it's like lots of grass, good game, no dead things, better hunting, but no
Nice.
fire.
Thanks for the info, buddy. I'm dig in my
Yeah.
my kit and like pull out probably my tinderbox, like the little striker.
Yeah.
And be like, "Is this? Would you use this?
Small square thing.
It
For
it
what?
makes fire."
He'll take it and sort of sniff at it and open it and see what's inside it and goes, good firestone. Yes. Yes, good.
Well, thanks
I
for your
take.
help.
Name is Garm, not Buddy.
Thanks, Garm.
Garm Sharpthorn. Now, you big dumb things, okay? You find food?
Well, we'll figure it out from here.
We're as okay as could be expected.
Yeah.
Not much food here. Better that way. And he points sort of south and east. That
Towards
way
the river?
is more flying place people, but also less dead things.
Okay.
All right. We could, just in case we crash, it's probably good not to be in the dead things area. We could do the
Agreed.
roundabout route. Oh, I could do airship fishing.
Huh?
Like, see if I can
Yep.
catch something like a land mammal from the sky.
Just keep holding up
It's on the
boots.
bucket list.
A whole new kind of fishing.
The sky is the boat surface of the land ocean. Don't you know?
What kind of bait attracts cows?
Salt.
Salt, yeah, salt licks.
Mm-hmm.
So are you basically taking your leave of Garm then?
I think so.
Yeah.
He's done.
Yeah.
He's
He's done a lot for us.
He took on more than he signed up for.
Yep.
Yeah.
Really did.
More than a
He
handful of
seems-
Werthers buys you.
Yeah, he's a little concerned that you're all just going to die, but you get the impression that he's just generally not particularly confident in your abilities to like
Any big people things.
feed
Oh, yeah.
yourselves,
Yeah.
dress
Yeah, yeah.
I
yourselves.
really shouldn't be
No.
confident
Yeah.
in our ability
Yeah,
at
he
this
is.
point.
He has assessed us correctly.
Yes.
So he'll when you're basically made it clear that you're heading out, he will head off. And the last you see of him up on the ridge, he had the silhouette of him and his wolf, and they'll both howl in the distance
Aw.
and then disappear.
Bye, Gar.
And yeah, so you're gonna try and load all the kids onto this this little
Air
tiny
skiff.
sloop.
Yeah.
I think between all of us, we can probably manage it.
Yeah, I would have said it would be difficult if you still had any of the Swolums, but now that they're all gone, and it's just the four of you, the teacher and custodian, and then the students, you're going to be a little overloaded, but you can just get off the ground,
Can I
and
try
as
and
long as you kind of stay near the
Instant
ground.
kills. You want them?
What's that?
Can I try and Arcana goose the engine a little bit? Like, see if there's
Ooh.
anything I can do, or whatever
Just
floating
like
stone.
magically overclock
Yeah,
it.
you can give it an Arcana check, just sort of assess what you think is going to work here.
Mechanic
Fast and
grandpa.
furious out this.
Good.
Yeah, I gotta find the secret Nas button.
I don't have party members. I got a family.
I mean, it's not.
16.
You're not right. That is
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah, you kind of figure you're going to be pushing it a bit. You kind of get an assessment for what like the weight limits of this thing are. If only you could fly a bit more, it might make it a little easier because you could take some weight off. Like you could yourself and Ugna or something, or yourself and someone else might be able to fly. But you could limp along close to the ground. Maybe even take turns having like some people on foot and some people on the boat.
Does anyone have a polymorph?
Almost
Or
like treat
5.
it like a. Yeah, you can almost treat it like a wagon, but like one that will have no problem with any terrain.
What's the biggest bird I can summon to help pull this thing?
That's
Big
a
B's
good
Big B.
question. You might be able to like get something big enough to ride on. Summon beast. I'm just double checking what the actual CR limit is for the type of beast. Bestial spirit. Okay, no, there's a limit on there's a specific size limit. It's not a CR limit.
I thought
So
that
it's a
was
small
the case.
beast, basically.
Oh, okay. Well,
It wouldn't be big enough for even
it
you to
would have
ride.
been funny.
Would need to be at least a medium.
Does
beast.
Magargamel
But-
have any, like, enlarge, reduce, or polymorph?
No, but it's McGargamel is fine with this idea of sort of treating the skiff as like as like the wagon, and put all the kids on it and anyone who particularly needs transport while the others kind of walk on the ground alongside it.
We can do that.
It would certainly be, you know, relatively easy going, like, you know, being able to use it and not have to do the climbing that you did before. You know, would certainly be easier. It won't be like as quick as just sailed back to
Yeah.
Drummerdale, bam.
Well, and we're not leaving a trail like left by 15 exhausted children. We're leaving a
Yeah.
trail with like a couple
Yeah.
people on the ground or whatever.
Well, and the couple people on the ground could be passed without
That's not
trace,
trace.
right?
Yeah.
And McGargamel though is in favor of a rest because she's almost out of spells. All of you are basically out of spells with
Yeah.
very few exceptions.
I think we
The
need to
kids-
make camp.
Yeah, the kids are at the level of exhaustion where they have like reduced movement and stuff. So having at
Let's
least a
make
night's
camp
rest under your belt
somewhere. Yeah.
will help.
Yeah.
And
I
if
can
like-
set up the usual alarm spell and make a fire. That
do you have any
stuff.
spell slots left for that?
I have one left.
Nice.
There you go.
And we'll attempt to make a meal for everybody.
Oh, you can do alarm once per long rest for free too. So that one's free.
Nice.
I will take it.
So there's not a lot of food to be had, but there are still some supplies that were on this this ship. The fact that
Arm.
yeah, the Garm had found you guys some food on your
Right.
as you were traveling overland, which means that what rations you had, you've gone through some of them, but you've got some left. So between the bits of rations that are still on the ship and what you have on your persons, you can at least get, you know, a good night's nutrition into all these kids that are fairly, you know, starved and not doing great.
We've always got
And
lots
give
of
everyone
mayo.
like a proper night's sleep. What's that?
We've always got lots of mayo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Everyone eat
3
mayonnaise
gallons.
with a spoon.
Pre-dinner snack.
Gotta get them calories in you.
I mean, mayonnaise, I can add some spices to that and make it something.
Yeah.
True.
Put it into some type of
You
frog.
have a
Good
really
mayo.
nice aioli on everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that. I have my bottomless spice pouch.
Yeah, you have your bottomless spice pouch.
I mean,
Yeah.
and we have some demon meat. That doesn't count as cannibalism. They're not people.
Mm.
It
Well,
might
we roll-
for me.
Spicy aioli,
Yeah.
demon fillet.
You roll a d20 to cook some demon. 7
I mean,
to the-
sure.
Some of that
Oh.
demon butt.
Add 1 to the useless 20s.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
I unfortunately I'll take that 20 because that'll be your culinary knowledge, but you basically quickly determine that you're not sure how unpoisonous this
Demon meat might
this
be,
meat is.
You can
Yeah.
feed it. You can
The
feed it
spider
to
babies
me.
seem to be fine with it, and so does Copernicus, but
But
that
they
doesn't
don't
tell
count.
you lots.
Yeah.
Okay, for the spider babies and Copernicus, they're getting a fancy demon meal. Because I want the kids to start appreciating flavor early on.
Nice.
I have iron stomach, so I can totally eat a demon.
Oh yeah, you'll steal some and just
Oh, yeah.
you know be like, meh, this is fine.
You know what you call it
Alright.
when you cook a demon in a skillet?
Oh no.
Pandemonium.
Oh.
Good.
Excellent.
Pandemonium. Yum.
Yum.
Yeah.
Pan demoni yum.
Yum.
You got to emphasize all three puns. that are taking place in that one
Good.
word.
My hat is off to you, sir.
You know what they call fancy cooking in hell? Hot cuisine.
Banampa, this is why you tuned in. Don't deny it.
Good. Good.
You knew what you were getting into. Okay. So yeah, okay, you settle in for the night. You get some rest. Ugna,
Hello.
on your watch,
Yep.
or you don't probably don't take a watch. You're blind.
Yeah.
You want to use full.
Perni
I'll
will take a watch, but he
definitely
also is like up.
volunteer to take one, but you should be dissuaded from that.
In any case, during the night, Ugna,
Yep.
you are having almost like a dream of, back home. Like you're sleeping. You're like homesickness dream where you're sleeping in your own bed, and you can hear the sounds of the swamp around Mud Hollow. In particular, you hear the croaking of frogs. Right?
Yeah.
So many frogs croaking.
Oh, hey, hey, buddies. Hey, what's up?
And you wake up,
Yep.
or you realize you aren't really asleep. And for the first time in these dead lands that you've been traveling through, you actually hear some night noises that aren't like the distant howls of undead creatures. You're actually hearing some frogs croaking
Oh,
somewhere nearby.
I'm gonna ribbit back. And just
What
be
do you
in
say?
Frogish.
You
I'm
can
like, oh,
you
hey,
speak
buddies.
frog.
What's up? It's me, your queen.
This
They-
your mama.
Sup?
They will call back with delight. And are you want to call them to you? Do you want to go to where they are? What do you want to do?
I'm just like, what's the news? You any dead guys out there?
Yeah, they're mostly just doing like their delighted night music. So the only real things that they'll call back to you are sort of like, because this doesn't really function like speak with animals.
No,
This is
no.
more like you understand what the frogs are saying, and you can kind of command them. So they're sort of like delighted with what they've found,
Oh,
is what you kind of get the impression of.
I'm gonna look around.
Perni is
Hey.
awake.
You don't see
Perni?
anything because you're blind.
I look.
Perni's been audibly sobbing blood over his scrapbook of memories, like all night. Between
Aw.
that and then like going to play with, like waking the grandkids up to play with them. Like,
So I
when
hear like a
fire-
sniffle and a sob, and I'm like,
I'll be right back. My kid's
Per-
doing something bad.
Bernie, is that you? And I'm like whispering so I don't wake anybody up. Are you awake?
Yeah, sorry. I hope I wasn't keeping you up. I'm just there's just something in my eye.
No, it's okay. Hey, who's keeping watch right now?
I'm sort of doing. I'm trying. Keeping an eye out.
Oh, okay. I gotta go check on some frogs.
Oh. Okay. Would you like an extra set of eyes or a set of eyes?
Yeah, that would be good. Do you need some legs? I can carry you up again.
Yeah.
Okay, we should wake
Cool.
somebody else. Fatted? Hey, Fatted.
Yeah.
Can you keep watch for a few minutes?
Oh yeah, sure.
We have a frog mission.
Okay, we'll be right back.
Ooh.
And when you talk about the frogs, this will be the first time the others of you notice that you actually can hear like these frogs croaking in the distance.
Man.
Unusual in this like blasted landscape.
And so we'll do our usual
I
Ratatouille
can-
setup where I like lift you up onto my shoulders and tie you on.
May I have the title of the Eyes of the Queen? May I
Oh yeah,
claim that role?
that's a good title.
Yeah, I thought
May I
so.
vent for a moment? My child just climbed a 7-foot-tall bookcase.
Oh my
'cause
god.
She saw the special edition DuckTale figurines Somer bought me years ago.
Oh no.
Yep.
I
Oh,
want to
no.
climb this incredibly dangerous thing to get the toys.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sounds like your offspring.
Mm.
God damn. She's like, I walk in, she's on the bookcase holding him, and she's like,
Like, no.
DuckTales.
Woo!
No.
Yeah.
Could be worse. She could be a sack of spider goat babies.
That's true.
I'm sure there's a debate as to which is more disruptive.
Yeah.
At least you can put the fictional children away between games.
Yeah.
True.
Okay, so what were you saying, Fetid? They woke you up and they're...
Well, no, never mind. I wouldn't have overheard their conversation, so I wouldn't know to do like speak with animals or anything. So
I mean, I
I'm
did
good.
say,
Never mind.
Fedor, we gotta wake up. We gotta go see some frogs.
Yeah, okay, that would pique my
Yeah,
curiosity. Yeah. So what's going on with the frogs? I hear
Oh,
frogs.
they're real interested. They found something. They're real happy
You
about
want
it.
me to ask them what they found?
Sure.
And so I just like yell in frog, yo, what did you
Yo.
find?
I'm like, I understood that. Good
I know.
accent. Good.
Okay.
Ernie's just
I'm
like,
like
yeah,
you
you
can
too.
tell I'm not from around here, but
Say, good things in the wet.
oh, all right. Well, yeah, frogs aren't very specific, are they?
Yeah, not particularly.
Can I ask them for a general direction that I can then point my pals?
Yeah, you can even just kind of figure out from the sound and from calling out to
Yeah.
them. You can call out to them and they call back. You can go, yeah, it's this way.
Marco Polo it.
Yeah. Marco.
You can lead these two.
All right, cool. Well, I don't need to lead them. I'm gonna stand guard and I'll let
Okay.
Ugna Perni do the exploring.
Unless you want to come along and we can wake up Margargamel. It's her job to watch these
I
kids.
guess that's an
Yeah,
option.
it's
Yeah.
her, you can. It's her watch next anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Let's do
Sure.
that then.
Let's go on a little trip.
Yep.
Does
Okay.
Tromlin wake up during this process? Because we're not being quiet.
Yeah, we're all yelling at frogs.
Yo!
If I do, I say, guys, I don't want to take my small edible babies and your frogs. You
Oh,
guys have
that's a good call.
I
Yeah.
think that's very fair.
Yeah, I'm be worried about the frogs too.
Sorry, my children are too edible.
right
all right.
now. Yes.
Okay.
All right,
So-
we'll be back.
The three of you go down. It's so you remember this is all very like creased, ridged, sort of rocky terrain, and the noise is coming from down in the valleys between the ridges, which you do note is a place where you had encountered the undead before, but you assume that if there was a bunch of undead where these frogs are, that they wouldn't be just happily hanging out, because there'd be like undead probably trying to kill them or something. And so you follow the sound and you get closer and closer, and eventually you get to this point in the ridge that's clearly like right between the two ridges that you've just been having your fights on all day. So the one ridge where you encountered Agrajag, and then the next ridge over which was the camp. In the valley in between, you find this gang of frogs basically hanging out in an actual rivulet stream, and a muddy, murky area, protected by some of these dead overhanging trees. And there is a bunch of dead bodies here. And they appear to be remnants of undead creatures that have been flattened. Something huge had fallen on them.
Can I investigate?
You can, but also you can roll investigation, but also I'll let Fetid roll a survival.
Do a nature check or survival.
Survival.
Yeah, sure.
And both of you can roll those without disadvantage, because I'll consider these aiding each other because they're both related.
Okay.
This is
I
like a
think
team action.
18.
18's pretty good.
With
Yeah.
my
That'll do.
+7, I make a 9.
Oh no.
At the very least, your investigative abilities aid
Nope.
Fetid.
Yes.
Because I don't think it's worth putting a. You could put a inspiration onto that, but I don't think it's worth it.
Nah, I don't think so either.
Yeah, there's like a print here. There's a butt print here. There's a giant butt
Agrajag?
print here. And you realize that this is one of the spots where Agrajag bounced his way from the one ridge to the other, and
He finally did
squashed a
something
group of
useful.
undead on the way.
He did
Clearly
something good. Once in
Yeah.
his
Didn't
cursed
care.
life.
Thanks, bud.
Yeah. And so the frogs are like happily, like eating gobbets of undead and otherwise burrowing in the nice like newly rotting corpses, newly introduced but already rotten corpses.
Good, good, good.
Some
Like,
fucked up
just-
frogs.
Yeah, just as frogs would do with dead things that they will find. But I would also like some perception rolls.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Ugna, you're not going to be able to do this because you
No.
can't see.
Nope.
Sorry.
Oh,
just gonna keep-
well.
I'm just here.
Oh,
my
that's
thing.
a 3 plus 7. That's a 10.
Oh boy.
This is why I should have been there, but I wasn't.
Can I inspo my perception roll?
Yeah, I'm not gonna help. I got
Oh, no.
4 plus 2 is 6.
Oh
so.
no.
So you rolled with disadvantage, but your first roll was decent.
No, my first. Oh yeah, you're right. No, it was my second roll that was
Right.
good, so it wouldn't matter. Never mind.
We don't notice.
No.
Did the
Well,
frog
you know what?
point it out?
I will let you do this. Go ahead and spend an inspiration because again, I'll consider Copernicus's roll to be an assist.
All right. In that
Technically, by the
case,
rules, you can aid. So,
Is it worth it?
In that case, it is a 25.
oh, that's much better.
Yeah. My second roll was 18, so not quite a wasted 20, but close.
Now remember, when you're looking, don't forget to use your eyes.
Oh.
And with that, I'll give you a slap on
You're
the
You're just
butt
standing
and
there
send
with
you
your
off to go
tongue.
looking.
You're like tasting the
I
air.
always, yeah.
That's
like
how you assist.
I trust my Jacobson's organ sometimes too much.
So two things. One, remember that Fetid is glowing with eerie green light all the time.
Right.
Right.
So
Making it
you're
easier for us to see. Perfect.
yes, but also making it easier for the undead that rove the landscape to notice that you're there. So
Yeah.
you do hear distant howling of a pack of ghouls heading your way. But the second thing you notice is that from the light, that the eerie light that surrounds you, there's a reflection of something in the pool amongst these undead, a few feet away from them. There is the reflection of something metallic lying under the surface of the water.
I'm going to be a weird little gremlin and stick my arm in there and try to pull it out.
Good.
That's how we got in this situation. Surely it will get us out.
Right?
Mhm.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
This is the one that
it is a-
counteracts the other one.
Jeez.
It is a belt buckle.
Sweet.
And as you pull it further out, you discover that this belt buckle is attached to a belt and a tunic
As you do.
Okay.
that looks very much like Copernicus's belt and tunic.
That's weird.
And there's like shreds of black cloak mixed into this bundle of clothing. And deep down in the muck below is a pair of boots that are somewhat like Copernicus's boots, but look a little different.
I have no idea what to make of this. Perni, you have any ideas?
And there's a
Right.
pouch attached to the belt as well.
Can I poke in the pouch and do a little inciting?
What is it?
Well, without rolling an insight, you realize that this is what's left of Sheki.
Copernicus? Oh.
Yeah, of Copernicus. That when Copernicus converted back to a shadow and exploded, whatever was left of the body of yours that was inhabiting, left some things behind.
I'm gonna gather these up and do a quick inventory, but I'm also gonna quickly write Tromlin a note saying, undead may be coming, get the children in the boat off the ground.
Will do.
In the
I
Perni
start-
net, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Start waking drowsy kids and say, just trust me, on the boat now.
Yep. McGargamel will immediately assist. Doesn't need to be told there's something going on to be like, right, clearly something's happening. Let's get these kids to safety. So you realize, Ugna, talking with your frog crown, that some of these large bullfrog-like critters have found some of this stuff up at the site of your battle and dragged it here to the muck where they live,
Perfect.
and to this like newfound food source to live in. In fact, a couple of the frogs are in one of the boots. It's a nice little place to hang out. They're pretty happy with this arrangement.
As cozy as two toads in a boot really sounds like a real expression.
Yeah,
Like,
that should
Yeah,
be in
that's real
that
good.
version, and it's not.
Yeah,
It is in this game.
world building.
good.
So you said you're checking out some of this stuff?
Yeah, I'm gonna
You're
do a
doing
quick-
investigation or what?
Yeah, do a quick inventory of it, and yeah, if I may do an investigation or an arcana, that's more relevant in this case.
Rather than Arcana, do you mean use your ritual?
No, I wasn't gonna. I don't think I have time for that right now.
Okay.
I might do that once we've dealt with just if undead are coming. Perni would like to be a bit more.
Yeah, don't bother to roll. I'll just say, just generally thinking about this from an Arcana perspective, you're like, yeah, whatever he became, the shadow creature, whatever stuff it gathered beyond being, the shadow formed in a form that was you, and that would include like basic clothing and accoutrement. But anything that he then acquired beyond that would have been left behind.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So
Yeah.
when Copernicus converted back, when Copernicus converted back to Copernicus's shadow, any things like some additional clothing, art, objects, whatever that were being carried by the Copernicus would have been left behind.
If the boots
Well,
aren't magical, we should leave them for the toads.
And that's what this is.
That's a good little toad
Yeah,
house.
I'll do a quick magic eye scan for anything magical, but and I'll leave
The
things
boots and the pouch. The boots and the pouch are both glowing magic to you.
Ooh,
Okay, I'm gonna take my boots off and leave them for the toads.
Leave them
and,
for the toads.
good.
and then shake them out and into my boots, which are warm. I'm sure they'll like that. And pop the magic ones on to find out what's about to happen to me later.
Ugna and Fetid, the frogs were very unhappy about what was going on with you guys like rooting out their new little home. But they definitely accept this as a very adequate
Okay.
replacement.
I'm like, hey
They're
guys,
quite
these
happy
are
with the
newer.
arrangements.
They're real shiny. You can hop right in there. Good. Good.
Yep.
Get cozy.
And then I would like to propose a plan for drawing off the undead. Fetid, you're very obvious right now, but if you can draw
Yes.
them off but not go too far, I can cast invisibility on you. We do a little disappearing act, and then they go off in the wrong direction, and maybe the kids don't have to witness
Cool.
a nightmare massacre of undead.
That sounds like a pretty good plan,
This is an excellent idea and very doable because the
Yes.
invisibility would encapsulate like fairy fire would not still be visible. Yeah.
Or I can goose it with ring of
I like
sorcery, so
that plan.
you can lead them pretty far out before you're out of range. I
Mhm.
think. Or are you? Is it touch? No. Well, touch I can make 30 feet, so as long as I'm decently hidden.
Yeah, you can invisible both of you too. So
Yeah, that's true.
okay, so you do that, and again, in the interest of time, you do your little plan to draw the undead away, make them sort of follow Fetid's glow for a bit, and then invisible both of you, and then double back. So you've led them in the opposite direction of the ship.
Cool.
You get back to the ship and find everybody's basically prepared. This is probably the second event of the night. There was probably some earlier time when some ghoul came sniffling around and someone had to, kill it. But such is to be expected in the broken, in the Blackthorn Hills.
Just remember, they're not people. They were people.
Yeah, they're not
Yeah,
people
yeah, yeah.
anymore.
Good.
You like immediately step into the dark arts professor, and you're like teaching the students.
Yeah, but I'm
This is
constantly covered in,
important things to know.
covered in face blood all the time.
Good.
I should
Yep.
mention. Like, there's no point where there's not been just like mask of blood.
Yeah.
Good.
Yep.
Crusty blood all over your face. Okay, so you can settle in for the rest of the night, and now
Cool.
you've got these magic boots and a pouch with something magic in it.
I
do you
thanked
wanna
the
do?
frogs for letting us know about it. I'm like, are you guys all cozy? You don't need anything? I'm here to look after you. I'll like slice off some more ghoul
Nope,
for
they're
them.
all happy. Yeah,
Good.
you throw them some more stuff, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Yay!" You
Perfect.
cut up the dead bodies that are lying there, the
Yep.
undead, and they're like, "Oh, this is even better."
Really wriggle in there.
Yeah. Ribbit.
Good. Yeah, we can cozy down for the
Okay,
night.
now what? You've got some boots and a pouch.
Yeah, I'll do some ritual on them overnight while we're continuing to camp out.
Well, you can just look in the pouch.
Oh, that's true. Well, yeah, I'll look into
The
it before I
pouch
ritual it, but I'm gonna be.
contains something magical.
That would make too much sense.
I'm itching for a richin, as we say in the
So-
ritual community.
When you look inside the pouch, you discover a black stone carved in the shape of a heart.
Hmm.
Interesting.
And it is covered in abyssal runes that you can read. And inscribed into this stone is your name and various other runes that more or less amount to end companions.
Okay.
Oh,
Right?
Well, that's not ominous at all.
Nope.
That's what I love about.
Oh,
That's what I love about that heart carved with my names and companions.
it's like a Valentine,
Yeah,
but evil.
Is it a curse
Yeah.
stone?
It's a very evil Valentine.
yeah. I'm gonna do some identification on it with a little bit of ritual. Same thing with the boots.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the ritual determines for you that these boots appear to be already attuned to you.
Oh yeah, because
Nice.
yeah, good.
It's the advantage to having
there
an
you
evil
go.
doppelganger.
And they are effectively they are as per the magic item stats, they are winged boots. They are boots of flight.
Ooh.
Hey,
Ooh.
save myself some spell slots.
Yeah.
Too bad you don't have legs right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
that does
right.
help.
The other item,
Oh, so I couldn't leave my boots behind.
Oh no!
I'm sorry. One
Yeah,
of you.
We've
one
got
of
a
you
spare
had to leave
pair.
your boots.
You've got a
Yeah.
spare pair somewhere. We'll
Alright.
put them
Yeah.
out for the frogs.
or Ugna would have left hers for
Yeah.
sure. They're her subjects. And
No,
then,
no.
it's
It's
a
my
real good
old
deal 'cause
boots.
they're
I
much
got
bigger.
Yeah,
my
your
new
old
boots
boots
are
are
the
the new
rude
ones.
boots. My old boots go
Yeah.
to the toads.
There you go. You still
There.
have those
Yeah.
boots. You haven't been home since you got the rune boots.
Nope.
Um, so the stone is the keystone of a curse.
Oh. If I destroy it, for example, would the curse be lifted? For example.
That is your general belief. You
Ooh.
might want to do some
Incredible.
arcana on it, but you're not great at that right now. But you could try.
Yeah. Well, there's only one way to get better at Arcana. And that's to lift a goddamn curse.
Yep.
I will.
Smash
I'll
the
do some
stone.
Arcana on it.
Smash the stone.
Okay, so what you go ahead and make the arcana roll.
That's
I
a
really
14.
hope it's not one of those like
Good enough.
has to be cast into the fire to Mount Doom kind of situations.
No, but it is going to be resistant to certain kinds of damage. And you think your best bet here is going to be acid damage to destroy it. And just
Tromlin.
as you think of that, you hear a little boop, 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 boop,
I think it's a. I think it's
the
a
snoring
creepy
of your little slime. Yeah, your
Oh
slime friend.
right. A little slime buddy.
Yeah.
You know what? I think this can wait till morning. I don't want to wake the group any more than they've already been woken. So I'll wait until morning and I'll sit with the curse a little longer and sob over my book with blood leaking from my face.
Oh.
And wait for the. I'll wait for everyone to wake up.
Okay, we
Naturally.
can move. We can move to morning.
Ugna, your Highness. I know that among your subjects, one of the non-frog ones is a little slime friend, and I think he might be able to help us with a little bit of curse lifting. Do you think he'd be up for it, or he'd be up for it?
Maybe. Where is he? Hey, little buddy. Little slimy buddy.
So Fetid has been keeping him in a sack full of olive oil,
Right.
Yeah.
so that his acid doesn't dissolve the sack.
I will upend the sack.
Blorp.
Blorp. Oh, hey, bud. Hey.
Blah, 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 blah.
You think
You,
you can help us with something? We need your special talents. Being real good and
Blub, blub,
slimy.
You hungry for you want to eat this cursed stone here? It won't curse you. It'll uncurse us, which
Blub, blub.
we'd appreciate.
He just shivers like a little jello,
Bloop,
like a
bloop,
little
bloop.
slime jello.
I think that's
Alright.
yes.
I'm gonna put it next
little
to him
ooze.
so that he can. I'm not just gonna shove it into him. I'll put it next to
Yeah.
him and.
He'll like bloop over it and start to dissolve it with his gray oozeness.
Oh, before the curse reverses, what's like a funny way I can position myself so that my legs grow back? It's like it's a bit.
Like directly into your shoes.
Good.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes.
That's the one.
You
Yeah.
position the boots carefully and then lie. You like eyeball it for like, all right, this should be
Yeah.
about. Excellent.
Blob Ross. Oh God, right, I forgot we named him that.
Yep.
You named him
Yeah.
Blob Ross.
Oh, Blob
Yes,
Ross.
you did.
Oh, I
Right.
love it.
Happy little slimes.
Good.
Okay, so yes, I can now reveal that the second poll of the night was that someone is going to save the day.
Aw.
Who is it? And the choices were some frogs, Mickey Cotter and his friends, which was just going to straight up be a Ron and Hermione joke, and the Happy Slime. And
Aw.
it was a strong race between the Happy Slime and some frogs. Some frogs won, but I have decided to incorporate the Happy Slime for the chat. So
Good frogs.
So
Good job.
the
Good
frogs
frogs.
discovered the keystone, and the slime can be used to destroy it. So Blob happily digests the stone until it suddenly cracks, and and a sort of a spark of red light in the center of it can be seen that immediately dies, doused by the slime, and all of a sudden, the green glow around Fetid and Finster disappears. Ugna, your sight suddenly returns, and the legs, Copernicus, reappear. Roll me with disadvantage because that's when you made the roll me a wisdom check. We're gonna see if you could how well you laid it out. So just straight die roll d20 plus your wisdom, but you got to roll with disadvantage.
All right. 11's the bad one. 19's the good one.
11 isn't too bad. One foot goes into the boot, the other one just kind of kicks the boot aside. You're pretty close.
Nice.
You're pretty
Good,
close,
good.
but it was decent.
Good enough that it's cool.
But you've got legs again.
Hey.
They are immediately sore, and you're like, oh no! And then you remember that you're old.
Oh, right. 1 sec. I have to get my dog to stop licking the bottle
Aw.
of olive oil that shouldn't be in my office. Buddy!
Good, good.
Hey, over here. Thank you. Thank you. I see you.
But it's delicious.
It's so
Yeah, I know.
tasty. Smells good.
I cook things with that. Yeah.
I like
Sweet.
wave my hand in front of my eyes and I'm like, did
Yeah,
you fix
all
it?
of the
You
curse
fixed it.
is lifted, except for Fetid's hand is still gone. However, the blackened stump looks more like a normal wound.
I guess that's an improvement.
Do we want to try heal on it?
Healing something like a severed limb requires a more
Ugh.
robust spell, but it is spellable.
Okay.
We'll stick a bandage on it for now, and maybe once we get back to civilization, I can try and find a...
Yeah. Just concentrate real hard.
Something.
Maybe you can like salamander it.
Yeah. Yeah, I might be able to regrow it if you give me long enough.
Yeah. Oh, perfect. I'm stealing that directly from the chat. Ugna goes, thanks, Dave. It goes, whoa, my eyes are working. How many fingers am I holding up?
4.
Yes! The good! I got it. Good.
Hooray!
Hooray!
Some frogs saved the day. Your curse is
Yay,
lifted.
frogs.
Thank you, some frogs.
Ribbit! Thanks, buds.
The moral of this game is always be kind to frogs.
Yes, correct.
It really is.
Yeah.
Actually, sorry. I think what we
Frogs
did
and-
first was massacre them and take their
Wow.
crown.
Yes.
And then the moral of the story is once you have seized control via violent means, then be nice to frogs.
Correct.
Well,
Yeah.
or it could be interpreted as destroy the frog tyrants and free the frog.
Seize the means of
common-
frog production.
The common frogs. Yes.
Frog
Rise up, frog proletariat.
Dad proletariat.
Oh, God.
Yes, with me.
Oh. Honestly, I'm just...
That is, I'm putting that on my banners. The Tad proletariat is
Uh-huh.
that's
Very
my
good.
faction
Excellent.
in the frog community.
So from here, you can, Tromlin, you kind of, the next morning, you've awoken and are getting breakfast together, and the suddenly everybody's limbs seem to be back, or at least Copernicus has legs again, and the glowing is gone, and Ugna's eyes aren't solid white anymore.
That's good. Would a lesser restoration return that missing hand?
You believe a greater restoration would be required, but this talk about him like salamander regrowing makes you think that maybe some combination of time and healing would also work.
Okay. I'll do what I can to help him heal, but
It's okay. I've still got my badass gun.
mhm.
Brilliant.
Good.
Okay, so what's next?
Let's get these kids home.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
travel. Now that I can see, we'll be able to go faster,
Yeah, with no further
and we're not cursed.
disadvantage,
Hey.
Fetid is pretty able to survival your guys' way to the Oh, is Jeff frozen?
In the
Am I
Discord.
frozen?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, all right. Let me jump out and jump back in. Yeah, I'm totally frozen on mine too. Second.
Weird.
Camera off. Camera
Oh
off.
no, if he jumps out, we're all gonna move, and
That's
someone
fine.
else is gonna be
Oh,
DM.
the DM. Hey, I'm the DM. All the curses are lifted.
Ah.
Oh wait, it's too late because.
Good.
Ah, I already had the curses lifted.
All right.
Hey, there you're
Okay.
back.
I think I'm working.
I can see you.
Very good.
I just realized
I
we're at
just heard it.
50%.
There's a
Sorry?
call. I'll be right back. I just heard
Oh, sure.
call. I'm gonna be right back.
Oh
I
dear.
don't trust my channel.
I just noticed that we're at 50% on the tracker, so I must have missed people doing some cheering. So thank you to the chat for the cheering.
Yeah.
We're nearing game wrap up here, so I'm just going to go ahead and speed up with the travel as you guys make your way without too much difficulty out of the heart of the Blackthorn Hills, away from the roving undead bands, and back closer to civilization. You have a few encounters with random packs of ghouls, but being kind of rested up and no longer cursed, you make very short work of them.
Sorry about that.
And then, of course, in addition to that, I thought for a second Jeff was frozen again, but he's just looking in the same direction as before. So, there you go. Oh wait,
I've got various monitors set up,
good.
experimenting with ergonomics.
Cool.
And there's another kind of point when you kind of have to go to ground and hide the boat because you spot the pirates on Eagleback flying over the landscape, probably looking for their missing ship. But you
We rented it. It's fine.
you manage to avoid being spotted, and you make your way back down out of the
Uga's
hills.
like, is that what those eagles
until-
look like? God, why did we fight them?
It seems like a terrible idea in hindsight.
Yeah, you actually see how high up the boulder with the
Oh, I did
pirate
not think we were that high.
place was. You were like, holy
Whoa.
crap! Why did we fly up there?
You know what they say? Hindsight requires vision.
That's true. I've heard that. Yep.
And Copernicus can basically just drift over the landscape all the time now without.
Good.
Yeah, I managed to remove all of 40 pounds of weight from the boat by being able to perpetually fly now.
Now, it didn't make a huge difference, but being uncursed in general has helped quite a bit for the whole
Yeah.
party. And so, after a couple of days travel, you much quicker, you come down out of the hills and you see in the distance the creepy
Good.
city of Dwimmerdell with its glowing green lights and its crooked towers and its floating houses. And you've never been so happy to see a weird, awful place.
Looks like home.
Recently. And you can head straight to the school.
Is there a feast in the Great Hall to celebrate us coming back?
Yes.
We got
you
the
Good.
dipshit kids
What's
back.
the ceiling look like?
The ceiling. It looks like Halloween because it's always Halloween in
It's
Dwimmerdale.
painted in the flag colors.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes,
The
yeah, yeah.
trans flags are all
Yes,
flying from the
good.
school as you arrive.
Excellent.
Beautiful.
Yep.
The ritualistic
And,
burning of Earth effigy.
Excellent.
And Bumblecore comes out, like on camera in the story.
Yes,
None of
good.
this bullshit behind the scenes
He introduces us to his husband. It's great.
retcon. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. He introduces to his husband, who looks like Ian McKellen. I'm trying to decide what the character would be named. I don't remember
Yes.
the joke. I don't remember Magneto's
This is my
actual name.
husband, Sir Ian Kellen.
Yes, good. It's just Ian McKellen.
This is Sir Ian
Yeah.
McKellen. He's a paladin. Perfect. There you go. He's a paladin of the gay school, whatever that one's called.
Good.
Someone needs to make that paladin class.
His name was Eric something, but I like that it's just Ian McKellen.
No,
Yeah.
just I'm sold.
Yeah.
And he also
Yeah.
has magnetism powers.
Yes.
Just also.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
He's got a magnetic personality.
As Ian McKellen clearly does. I've seen him in his films use them.
Pretty amazing. Not towards them.
Sorry?
Yep. Okay. So yeah, there's a great feast at the return of the kids. Everyone's happy.
Yay.
Headmistress Albina Sunshine, your grand niece, many times removed, introduces you formally as honorary professor Copernicus Sunshine, and explains to everyone that an evil demonic curse created a shadow doppelganger.
As it
And
does.
clearly this is why vigilance is important. A very important lesson for Defense Against the Dark Arts. I want all of you kids who were on the trip to write an essay, and this will be how we give you final grade on the trip. There.
Also, go to therapy.
It's always
Yep.
intended.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a lot of therapy.
I imagine that everything at this school kind of requires therapy anyway. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
they try to they make a big deal about how that being a really important life lesson, and it was all part of the curriculum.
Sure, buddy.
Don't send don't have your parents sue us.
While we're in town, can I find like a slaughter yard and buy like a cow that hasn't been slaughtered yet and unleash my children on it?
Oh, good.
Oh, for sure.
Good.
The
Over the
skeleton
couple
is-
days, the sack has been not getting lighter, but the number in it have been getting less as they get bigger.
That's fine.
They are
That's
definitely
ominous.
starting to run out of yolk in their little yolk sacks, so you definitely need to be supplementing them. As they run out of yolk, the rate at which they consume one another has gone up.
If you keep them well fed, you get
and
to
I
keep
guess-
more of them.
We'll
I get
leave
a
it
cow
there.
to eat.
Yeah, so we'll leave it there with you guys staying the night at the school.
Feasting
to
in
get
the main
some
hall.
rest after this crazy journey. I know that Copernicus wanted to do some research, and the library at the school is a very good place.
Mhm.
Yeah. On a specific rune on a specific sword. I
Yeah,
also.
and-
Yeah.
I do want to return this ship. Can someone from
you?
the school just sneakily just push it off into the desert and set a flare off, and at some point they can pick it up?
They don't really want
Caca!
to, but they could. Keep in mind that you did steal it from pirates.
That's true. The ship
Yeah,
could
but
just have a.
I said that I was gonna bring it back. I said I was
Oh,
renting it.
because you left in your note.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, and
Can you summon a demon steed to take it to them?
Oh, you know what? A demon steed running into the desert for an hour, and then it floats off, and they can grab
Probably
it.
wouldn't.
Yeah.
It was a couple of days journey. I don't know if that would be enough, but honestly, you're at the school of like
Yeah.
a wizard school.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna
Design-
summon.
We're gonna make it a design challenge course for somebody to figure out how to make the boat just go in a straight line by itself in the direction of, and we'll just set it off for them
Yeah.
to find it.
Yeah.
Yep.
With a little note on it and be like, "We're returning your ship. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was very useful in our quest."
just a hastily scrolled. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, like someone
Sorry,
like
and
does
condolences again on your dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
exactly. Okay.
Creep.
So
did
we'll
kill
pick
just
up
a
next
few of
time
you.
with you guys having gotten some rest at the school, and we'll figure out where you're going from here.
Woo!
We did it. We survived. Barely.
Yeah.
We
Now
did
you
it.
might
A
actually
lot
have a
of-
chance to go back and get paid for the shit you did.
Hey,
That would be great. Maybe get a hand back. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
do you need a hand?
We need
I
someone to
do
give
listen
Bennett a hand. Yuck, yuck, yuck,
Why do you
yuck.
put up with us?
Money can provide.
Okay, so let's wrap up here. As always, a shout out to my shadow DM, Dan,
Hey, Dan.
for all of his
Thank you,
assistance.
Dan.
And what am I rolling here
I got those up
for
right
sketch
now.
cards?
Roll a d15
Okay,
if you got one of those.
All
I
right,
have
I gotta
rolled
run you
before.
all.
Yeah, see you, Jeff.
See you all soon.
Bye, Jeff.
Bye.
If I vanish, my my laptop ran out of power.
Fair, yeah.
No
Will only
worries.
be
I
another
rolled a
minute.
5. How'd we do?
Red Chris MS. Cool.
Red Chris MS, you are the proud new receiver of a sketch card from one or more of
Yay.
our wonderful artists. Hooray! Anybody
Yeah.
have a? Oh, there he is. There's Red Chris MS in the chat. So Red Chris MS, if you have not joined the Discord, we'll put a link up to it here. I think Peter, you had the link
Yeah,
handy somewhere.
Find it
Just
here.
throw it in there.
Yeah, and then I'm going to be sending out a big round of them on Discord this week. So,
That's the easiest way to receive your drawing. Is to
yeah.
just jump on the Discord.
And I'll just
With all, and of course,
message it
anyone
at
else
you.
who wants to join the Discord, feel free. We have community chatter there, and occasionally post some fun stuff like all this art.
I have a cute
that
one of
our,
Ugna in a frog outfit.
Yeah, that was a good one.
And I'm doing warm-up sketches now, so there should be more of those posting soon.
Anybody have any stuff they want to shout out? I think Alina, you want to talk about your.
Oh, heck yeah. I am launching a new anthology called Indigenerds through Iron Circus. So if you know any Indigenous artists anywhere in the world who are interested in contributing, tell them to go to ironcircuscomics.com. There should be a big announcement on the main page. So it's going to be real cool.
Figure out where to put my thumb. It shows up. Yeah. Anyone else have anything they want to shout out?
Popeye every Sunday.
Heck
Yep,
yeah.
I'm now doing all of them Popeye with Shadia.
Nice.
Then
Yeah, 2 Popeye comics for you guys.
3 really, because she does the
Oh, right.
Tuesday strips. I do Thursday, and I do
Right.
Sunday for
Nice.
Popeye.
Nice.
So.
Anything you want to shout out, Peter?
Nah, I'm good.
Cool. Then we will
All right.
head her out.
In that case, we will shut her down. Until next time, everybody. Probably in
See
2
ya.
weeks, but we will
Trash
post.
Same trash channel.
Same trash time, same trash heap.
Good. Good, good. See ya.
Bye.